They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 25. McCoy has it out of the eye. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. The Raiders defense lined up in a 4-6 formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Carr's going to take it from the gun. A nice grab. No, he's in the clear. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Well, the bigger the game, the more you want to score first. And here in this conference championship game, to get on top, now you got your opponent chasing you. That is a tough spot to be in.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. He'll take it from the 1. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Desperados set at the line. Dime package. The Raiders from the 27. To Ebron.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
Coming to the line at the 38. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Gets the handle here. They'll mark him at the 29. Second down here after that run play. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. He'll throw it over the middle. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time. Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. They'll go ground. Slashes to the left side. Gains 17.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
Set up now at the 12-yard line. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down and 10. Ball is out. Oh, they call up the football, and the defense takes possession. And maybe they can turn that fumble recovery into points here in the first quarter, Phil.
I'd be surprised if they don't, Jim. You know, the momentum you get from a turnover, it just makes you feel better. It gives your team a lot of life. If I was on the defense right now, I'd look for a deep throw down the field. Here we go.
McCoy. And that's a 2-yard gain. Let's take a look at the starting lineups on the defensive side. That leads us to second down. Climbs the ladder, and he has it. That's his first reception today.
Carr is able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Here's the first snap after the big play. The give. To the outside, McCoy. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right.
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Launching it deep. Able to reach up and grab it. What a job by the receiver, climbing the mountain and coming down with the reception.
Wow, climbing the mountain. That is a new one. What a good job. You're right. These wide receivers in the NFL now, they can go up and make unbelievable catches. And remember, you can't hit around. That gives them a little more courage.
Midway through the first. He reaches up and grabs it. Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. The corner step back. First down following the long play. McCoy's on the toss. Gets the football. Gains 20.
McCoy's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Playing press coverage to the outside. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. Here's the he is in for the touchdown. They built up a nice lead, and we're still only midway through the first quarter.
Jim, it is a good lead midway in the first quarter, and wow, the offense is hot. The quarterback, everybody playing well right now, and I don't know what's going to stop them.
Extra point was good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Fields the football at the 3. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And tackled down at the 49-yard line.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was a quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
They come to the line, and it's first down. First down here after the completion. To the ground. Williams is there that time for the tackle. The Raiders get a first down. The football just inside the 40 at the 39. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Let's go. Get ready.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
finds his mark. Gets about 9 on the play.
The Raiders did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position.
Press coverage all the way. The Desperados packing the box here. 46 formation. The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Makes the reception.
Oh, I loved it when I was a quarterback, throwing screens or throwing short passes to the running backs and watch them catch it and get those big yards. It was awesome to get cheap yards like that.
Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Touchdown. This game is tight. That brings the score a little closer as we approach the second quarter. The touchdown keeps the game well within reach.
Isn't it something we're sitting here thinking in the first quarter, what a disaster and what a lopsided game, but all of a sudden it turns around with that score, and it changes the way you and I are thinking, and of course we know that's changing how the players think.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. The Raiders for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Raiders getting set to kick it away. Goodwin's got a chance to return this one. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Desperados really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
All right, here we go.
The Desperados from the 22. Carr's pass will go for an incompletion.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass. The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
2nd down and 10. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Well, the defense has got to be happy about this situation. Anytime early in the game you get an offense at 3rd and long, you are looking to make a play and get things rolling on your side.
They face 3rd down after the incomplete pass. The Desperados come to the line with a bunch set.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Carr's got it in the gun. Leaps in the air and has it. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Desperados will take the snap from the 35. Got drilled as he throws it.
Well, when it's 3rd long, I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
On the way, 3rd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Desperados will take the snap from the 35. Intercepted.
Nice Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy, and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
Weaving it down the pass is intercepted. The Desperados still driving as the second quarter gets underway. The line of scrimmage, the 48. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Here we go. Red 18.
That's dropped by Clay, who couldn't bring it in.
Tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
It'll be 3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
All right, here we go. Come on, baby. All right.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a 1st down on this series. They're set to punt it away now. A punt just like it was drawn up, and now the defense has them backed into the corner. First down now in a dangerous spot here. The Raiders lined up. Everybody split out wide. Out of the shotgun formation. And this is dropped.
Do one thing at a time. Catch the football, then do the next thing, run with it. He tried to run with it too quick. That's why he dropped it.
Second down, and they must be careful at this point. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Over to Ebron. Ebron's marked down at the 27. That's reception number 2 for him. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Throws the pass. The reception by Moncrief. Going to take it the distance. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
You never know with the talent of these guys nowadays. Little short passes. You think they're harmless, and look what happens. They got so much talent all the way down the field for the score.
It's good. The Raiders ready here for the kickoff. Goodwin's running this one out. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The Desperados offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second down following that incompletion. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They complete it over to Charles Clay. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Carr's completion percentage, 50% on the day. Quarters formation here for the defense. Looking to go up top again on first down. Surveys. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
It's first down as they head to the line. This play set up by the long gainer. Tosses the football. LaShawn McCoy with a nice piece of running on that play. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. Only 10 yards to go to the end zone. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. Playing press coverage to the outside. Second and 11. Stands in the pocket. Double covered and incomplete that time.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
After the incomplete pass, it's third down. The Raiders lined up in the nickel. And the throw is incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. But what a job of that.
And the field goal here halfway through the second quarter puts them on top.
Yeah, nice job that time by the offense. You know, trying to get these points and get the lead before halftime. They got it done. That'll lift your team going into halftime.
He'll take it from the 6. An open lane.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown. Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Makes the catch in the open field.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Football sits at the 2. First and goal to go from the 2. Into the end zone for the touchdown. About halfway through the second quarter now, and that touchdown gives them the lead.
Yeah, nothing like a positive drive, just like we saw there, Jim. And it's here midway in the second quarter, they found a way to finally get in the end zone, take the lead. Good job by the offense.
The Raiders ready to kick it away. Goodwin's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Desperados bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive. The Desperados come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 21-17. First down at the 20. They'll go ground. McCoy's tackled right at the 20.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Second down and 10. Airing it out. Makes the play one-handed. Phil, that's one of the best one-handed catches we've seen all year, isn't it?
Jim, that's one of the best. You don't see many this outstanding. And these wide receivers, if they can't get two hands on the football, they've taught themselves over time just to go up and stretch as far as they can and get that one hand on it. And it is amazing how many times they make the catch.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Coming to the line at the 46. Cars all by himself in the backfield for this snap. First down at the 46. Scanning the field. Pulls it in. He's brought down. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
First down coming up. Let's see how they back up the big play here. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff. They bring him to the turf. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. This next snap will take place at the 19. Second down and 9. McCoy has the catch.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Press coverage all the way. First and goal from the 2. Here's the handoff. This will be second down. McCoy's runs it across. Touchdown. And as we near the half, the lead now is theirs thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Just think about how much that changes the mentality of both teams. One now all psyched up and emotionally feeling great. And the defensive side, oh my gosh, they are down and have to be disappointed about how they played on that drive.
And he'll start his return. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. The Raiders come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their two previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinators.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Catch made. Gains 12. Now, looking at these receiving numbers to this point, here's a running back who can clearly come out of the backfield and make plays.
Yeah, he can make the plays out of the backfield. We know that, Jim. But listen, when you're going to cover the receivers down the field, you're going to get the dump pass of the running back, and then you got to come up and make the tackle against a guy who can break tackles and make you miss in open space. Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
On the money. Gains 5.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts him in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the gun. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. The Desperados on a quest for their 3rd straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Looking at every option. Marvin can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. Carr's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. Second and 10. It's intercepted. nearing the half and what has been an offensive shootout. And finally, one of these defenses steps up and makes a play.
Sooner or later, somebody on the defensive side, if you're attacking the offense, you're going to get in position to make a play, and the defense did it right there.
And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to Raiderland for the start of the second half after this. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. The second half is underway in what has been a tightly contested conference championship game. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Raiders offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
And now here's the first snap of the second half. Looking long. Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receivers.
Man, intercepted. Into the open. He's brought to a halt. The defense came out for the second half ready to go. Let's see if we can say the same thing about the offense with a chance to break the tie here.
Well, the defense went in at halftime in 2 things. They got rested, they got some knowledge from their coaches, and they came out here and they got it done.
The Desperados snap it at the 36. They'll meet him this time behind the line. The defense will take the penalty.
Raiders guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle. The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
First down at the 26. He climbs the ladder and has it. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that. They throw it, think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
The Desperados have it at the 44. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. And now he'll surge ahead.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
First and 10. Toss to the outside. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second down and 13. Intercepted. Breaks out of that one. Midway through the third, and this defense has given the offense a great opportunity to seize command.
Oh, they have. And listen, I think right now you get to this time of the game, midway through the third quarter, it's time for the offense to take advantage of an opportunity and go out there and make a play. If they do that, that's going to go a long way in winning this football game.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 42. He runs with it right up the gut. And gains maybe 4. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Get ready.
Handoff. Trying to plow ahead. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Coming to the line at the 48. First and 10. Looking across the middle. Jumps high and comes down with it. The Raiders continue to look to their top target on the day. Moncrief's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
6 for the Raiders. And that touchdown puts them in a very good position, holding the lead with this game getting ready to enter its final stages.
Yeah, you know what? You put the pressure on the defense. Let's go out there and do their job. Don't get timid, man. Call aggressive plays, and you got to tell your defensive players, run and gang tackle the person with the football.
There's a flag right there. Over-aggressive, trying to block the kick, and that'll cost them big time. The Raiders getting set for the kickoff. Goodwin's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Desperados offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Quick drop back. And it's batted down. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Following that incompletion, it sets up third and 10. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's back in shotgun formation. On the money. Stiff arms on his way. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And by getting it into the end zone, they've evened the score with just about a quarter and a half still to play.
Yeah, nice job. Wasn't that, Jim? That was fun to watch, and to see this team under the pressure trying to find a way to tie it up, and they come through and they get it done. Exciting stuff.
Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. They're setting up the return. Fights through contact. Hubb's going to make the tackle. That return's good for about 32.
The Raiders, what can you say, Phil? Maybe I'll use your word. The juxtaposition of that team we saw in the first half versus the second half. What's happened?
Well, I'll talk about it, but I don't know what it means. But I'll just say this. It is a good turnaround, and I like seeing games like this. Finally, the defense is standing up and making some plays. Mr. Juxtaposition. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 41. The ball is taken out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Raiders snap it at the 41. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Raiders snap it at the 41. Scrambling out of the pocket. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The Raiders will go for it here on fourth down and short.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
And at the 49, he'll be brought down. The Raiders go for it on fourth and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. Fourth and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that fourth down attempt.
Let's go.
From the gun. Finds Evans. Gaines is in on the tackle.
The Raiders have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Second down, 3 for the first. Ebron's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Raiders have had a big target in the middle of the field today. Ebron's been a big target across the middle of the field.
You said it right. They depend on him. He's one of the best in the NFL. And when you're one of the best tight ends in the NFL, they are going to find ways to get you the football.
From the shotgun. Makes the grab and the feet are down.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Second down, even after the completion. Quarters formation here for the defense. Playing press coverage to the outside. Gains 18.
You got to be able to fight adversity in the NFL or in any sports, but the fumble, not even thought about by this running back anymore. He is just out there getting it done. Now the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you can do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out.
Stepping up to the 3-yard line. The Desperados out now in a 4-6 formation. Second and goal from the 3. Takes it across, and he's in for the touchdown. We're heading to the fourth, and partner, they look to have seized command of this game with that touchdown.
Oh, I think they have. They have seized command, Jim. They put the pressure on the other coaching staff and the players. This is a great spot to be in.
The Raiders setting up here for the kickoff. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Desperados found themselves in an action-packed first half all around, but certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Yeah, why did they change? My gosh, it worked so good in the first half. You got to come out and stay aggressive. In this league, it's about scoring and just keep the pedal to the metal.
The Raiders load up the box, going with the 46 defense. The Desperados take it from the 23. Scans the field. Intercepted.
We're nearing the fourth, and that pick could put their offense in brilliant position to take control of this game.
Jim, I think what they did, they learned from all the plays that the offense has already run. And they now know, and they got some situations down, they got in good position and made a play and got that pick.
Press coverage all the way. First down at the 49. Williams, the one who brings him to the ground. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Takes off with it. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Coming to the line at the 27.
Let's go.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to the left.
Makes the reception. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that pulls
Over the line. Touchdown. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
The Raiders getting ready for the kickoff. Goodwin's got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Desperados are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play, but
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
you're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 after the sack. The Raiders come out in a dime package.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Second down and a long way to go. And it's knocked down.
Well, Jim, now it's time. Even though it's third and long, you can't be over there, playing it safe. That has not worked for you. Time to call a play, take a chance, and get that football down the field.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Third and a long way to go. Wants to go deep. Makes. No one's going to get him now. The 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. That's an important touchdown for this resilient bunch that just never quits, never believes it's out of a game, Phil.
That's what it takes, Jim. In situations like this, you just have to be tougher than your opponent, and that's what they showed there, getting that touchdown. Now we are going to have a contest down here in the fourth quarter.
He'll have a chance to take off. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Raiders seeking to make it back-to-back touchdown drives as they take the field here. That's a great balanced offense we're watching here today, Phil.
Yeah, it's been balanced. Let's go from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, we can't stop anything. And when you can't stop anything, you are in a lot of trouble. So I would be very surprised if the offense doesn't continue what we've seen already.
The offensive coordinator's winning the little chess match right now against that defense.
Oh, they love it. Offensive coordinators love it when they can run and throw and have everything working. Well, why not? Everybody would like that. But the play calling has been superb.
That's a gain of 6. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
Second down and 3 following that nice run.
Let's go.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
This is third down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Out of the shotgun. Evans with the reception. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The Raiders are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
They'll run it here. Space to work. Gains 11. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Desperados will come out in the dime.
Let's go.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Getting away from the pressure. Breaks out of the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds.
Always be alert for this quarterback to run the football when he gets the chance. He is excellent with it. He is a quarterback with the abilities of a running back.
Set up now at the 26. The Desperados defense lined up going with the 46 defense. The Raiders line up, split backfield. The Raiders snap it up at the 26. Gets it out for the completion. And that's a gain of 9.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score. Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you've got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
So first and goal to go. Back to him. Runs it across for the touchdown.
That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big, if you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's gotten and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
Goodwin's going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense preparing to get this drive underway. The last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Out of the gun. Harvin's got it. And a first. That's reception number 2 for him.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Carr's completion percentage, 50% on the day. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Time's running out on this one, midway through the 4th. Got the completion.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
Going for the deep ball. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Raiders offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. When you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Let's go.
His man. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
When you talk about the play-action pass game, it's really when you call it. You got to be in a situation where the defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning. First down and 10.
Toss play. Shrugs off the first hit. Gains 16. He's got over 130 rushing yards today. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
The Desperados defense packs it in now. Going with the 46. Catch made. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
They battled all season long, right through the playoffs, and now they are rewarded. They're heading to the Super Bowl as the AFC champions. Bill, you were in this position with the Giants to win the conference championship. To know you're going to the Super Bowl, how huge is it?
Yeah, Jim, it's so huge. It's such a great feeling because of all the emotions, all the hard work, all the criticism you take even when it's going well. But to accomplish this, it is great. Now, go to the Super Bowl and make it happen.
For Phil Simms and all the team here on site, what a memorable championship game it was, and we'll see you next at the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.